Dude, we gotta look at Leathergate, guys. I feel like Leathergate is perhaps the most important story of our time. Dude, do you guys realize that the right-wing people are actually fighting about this? Right-wing people, guys, they're actually fighting about this, guys. Because a lot of these evangelicals think those leather pants are inappropriate. Now, dude, I love leather pants. Tonight we're talking about Erika's leather pants, guys. I really think the leather pants thing is important, guys. I think that the divide in MAGA is important. I think for me, my sanity is important, which means sometimes we just have to cover the gossipy sort of shit. But I think more than anything, this is the stuff that is the key to us winning in 2026. Demoralizing the right. They need to be the ones who get demoralized. Do you remember Sarah Stock? She is that white supremacist girl from the Jubilee. Okay, remember the Jubilee video? And then she instantly became a right-wing influencer. Okay, so watch this, because this is gonna be a wedge. Now look at this.
I love my outfit today. I'm obsessed with these pants. They're Abercrombie. They're the pleather pants. They just have the best fit. I've had them for 3 years and I just always find myself reaching for them. This is a cashmere sweater from 𝗙𝗡𝗏𝗏. I'm not sure if I should tuck it in. Maybe I'll tuck in the front, and my 𝗍𝗙𝗍 and Voltaire sneakers. That's it. Have a good day.
Look at what she says, this Sarah Stock person. She says, we have an epidemic of women dressing slutty around kids, and we need to start calling them out for being perverts. You can't tell me this isn't creepy. Like, wait, is that slutty? Huh. So Erika Kirk was dressing slutty. Or wasn't she dressing slutty? Isn't that fascinating? She may not have said it out loud. I would venture to guess that this Sarah Stock person has an issue with Erika Kirk as well. I'm certain of it. Maybe she didn't post about it, but I bet she had an issue, because a significant part of MAGA thinks Erika Kirk was being pretty slutty with the leather pants. Now, I realize there are some people out there that are going to think that this is like inappropriate clothing, but Sarah has a real problem with Erika Kirk. And a lot of MAGA have a problem with Erika Kirk. Like, they're talking about it, dude. They are. Dude, they are upset. Dude, this is the Facebook reaction, bro. Dude, Facebook is where you get, like, the unfettered boomer response to this shit. I don't know if you guys spend a lot of time on Facebook. I do not, precisely because what you're going to see here. Look at this. Somebody said they might as well start humping on stage. Dude, she hugged Trump a little bit too. Dude, is this the reason he wants his wife to convert to Christianity? So if she says no, then he's got an excuse to deport her. Look at this, divorce her. I can't wait for Candace Owens and Candace Owens' take on this. Dude, we have found the Candace Owens fans weighing in on Erika Kirk. This is crazy. You don't hug another woman's husband like that, period. They both appear to be familiar with each other's body parts that only spouses should touch. Dude, see, what's crazy about this, guys, is this is like the MAGA people. This is MAGA people. These are not leftists. Look at this woman. I don't understand the shock if the founding fathers doing their 14-year-old slave girls, you know they doing each other's wives. Dude, how are these people real, bro? Like, if you wonder why the country is fucked, it's because people like this have the right to vote, bro. People like Tammy Ingram have voting privileges. Dude, this is how we got here, bro. Oh my God, dude. Look at this one. Here's a Jesus follower who says, I haven't had any criticism of Erika, but I will say the skin tight leather pants are immodest. Definitely not appropriate for a God-fearing conservative woman. Oh, shit. So the thing that's wild about her, though, guys, is the change. Have you guys realized the change in Erika Kirk since Charlie is gone? Because she's different, guys. She is different. Look at what she used to dress like. That was Erika Kirk not long ago. The skirt's a little short, but she was like trad wife, conservative religious woman. It was above the knee skirt still, but she like wore scarves. She was very demure. She does look like a wedding cake, absolutely. But she was much more of a like Daughters of the Revolution member, like somebody that's country club sort of trad wife type of thing. Okay, but now she's like playing to a different audience. Now that Charlie's gone, she's like trying to be the rock starlet. That's a pretty big switch. And think about this, guys. This is what she wore for the vice president. The vice president came to speak and she wore this. Now, again, I don't have a problem. You want to wear leather pants? That's fine. I mean, the whole Christian, I'm having a rally about my dead husband feels like maybe a little more formal. But you remember how J.D. Vance freaked out about Zelensky? Remember the suit? Remember what a big deal he made about how you're not wearing a suit? Why are you not wearing a suit? Remember that? That was a significant point for those guys, is like the appropriate dress. Now, again, I don't really care, but my point is it's a big deal to them, or so they say. J.D. Vance is like wearing a suit. In our presence, you're hanging out with the president, the vice president, you should be wearing a suit. I'm wearing a suit. It was this huge deal. But now J.D. Vance goes to this rally, this very important rally to honor Charlie Kirk. He's wearing a suit, and she's like going to a fucking, Nine Inch Nails show, right? But he didn't have a problem with it. He didn't have a problem with her not being dressed up. He didn't have a dress code for her, okay? I think that's interesting. Now, look at this, though. I've dated women with that exact tattoo. I've been there. I lived with a woman for several years, actually, that had a stamp, dude. She wore leather pants as well, dude. That's funny. She did wear leather pants. But Erika Kirk, from a music video in 2012, boss. Oh, shit. Dude, now look at this, though, because this is interesting. Look at this guy. Not the people you think they are, Charlie and tramp stamp chicks. Now, the point being, guys, if you know anything about TPUSA, you know that they are not moralists. Okay, they're not. Look at that headline. Appalling sex allegation hurled at Turning Point star as raunchy photo of born-again Christian leaks. There's a Isabella DeLuca's bikini pic. Okay, and then there's this. Isabella Moody getting jiggy with a female friend. Okay, now again, guys, these are the trad wife like Christian girls. There's nothing wrong with this. But the problem is, guys, is much like Moms for Liberty, this is going on behind closed doors while in front of the camera, they're like, be chaste, only heterosexuality, etc., etc., etc. They are the ones who go out and they're gatekeeping our morality, telling us we're sinners, trying to pass legislation to take away gay marriage. They're always wagging a finger at our behavior, right? I mean, they can share memes and make fun of the dead. But if we make fun of the dead, we're demons. They're allowed to be bisexual, but if we're bisexual, we're going to hell. And this, though, is part of the schism that is happening here. But my point being, though, guys, is this is TPUSA. There is a long history, guys. TPUSA struggles with allegations of student sexual assault and harassment. The 2017 Student Action Summit, people were having sex in like hotel lobbies and shit. Dude, these guys are off the hook, okay? Off the hook. They've been covering up sexual assaults. They've been covering up sexual harassment. So when I see the stamp on Erika, not surprised. Not surprised at all. The hand on JD's neck, not surprising. They are wilding, dude. They are wilding. They may very well be swingers for all we know. I mean, it's going to be real interesting, though, to see how this plays out as we get closer to the election. Like, we need to take a lesson from 2024, okay? And the lesson we need to take from 2024 is to look at ourselves and look at what Democrats did in 2024. We fought each other. We fought each other over Palestine. We fought each other over, like, Joe Biden. You know, we fought each other over Kamala Harris. We fought each other over, like, not being progressive enough and sort of like licking our wounds and regretting things that we could have or didn't do. We briefly engaged in battles, ideological battles over, like, yes, over our language and over, like, who was really the base of the party. Now, that's all fine and good, okay? Because I think there's lessons to be learned. Because the lesson to be learned is that we need to make sure that MAGA is doing the same shit all year, okay? Yes, MAGA shitters in disarray. We need to be putting spokes in their wheels, guys. I feel like it starts now, okay? It fucking starts now. And there's some purity battles that are happening. There are ideological purity battles happening inside the Republican Party right now. And they're just getting started. And so I feel like this is like, I don't know. I feel like we're at the beginning of maybe a year long of, like, promoting a lot of fucking infighting with these guys. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.